Hey there, my name is Shane, and I've started a YouTube channel because the world's in a lot of turmoil right now. A lot of people are stressed and just filled with anxiety. They're fearful, they're lacking. Um, there's a lot of craziness out there, let's face it. I mean, there's the wars in Israel and Palestine, Ukraine and Russia. There's all the puppet masters that are, wanting to keep these wars going because they like the money that comes in. And meanwhile, the people of the world are pretty much done with war and done with these governments wanting to control them. And it's a very divided society as well. A lot of people are on this side or that side, unfortunately. And that's how the people that have all the systems on the top like it, just to have people on both sides at each other and at minority groups within those groups as well, just to keep everybody divided and, focused on fear and scary things. And we're in a war of consciousness, really, is what's going on in the world right now. So you might notice that the news, if you haven't figured it out yet, they pretty much have a lot of propaganda and lies. It's been proven over the years now. They used to call people like me conspiracy theorists, for questioning things like certain mandates that came out in 2021 for people. If you don't do this, you won't be able to go to the coffee shop, or if you don't do this, you won't be able to fly or keep your job. Yeah, that was fun for people, wasn't it? No, no, it wasn't. But that was the beginning of showing us people that the governments of the world really don't care about us, and they push something on us that wasn't good for us. So that would cause you to lose some inner peace as well. And believe me, as much as the inner peace I have, I still lose it. I'm fucking not perfect. Nope, that's for sure. I got a little bit upset and felt a little bit fear and anxiety myself the other day because I've been waiting for certain associate to take care of some business for me, and it's kind of been dragging on for a while. But you know what? They've got a lot going on in their life, and I could feel, stress and anxiety in me building up. And then I realized, you know what? It's not important. It's not worth worrying about. And I sent them a text that wasn't it wasn't a bad text, but it was, putting a little pressure. And I know the pressure that they're under right now too. So I sent another text and said, you know what, I'm sorry, I apologize because I know right now in the world things are tough for everybody and we really need to have compassion for people. So I said, you know what, I'm sorry that, the pressure I was feeling within myself I had put on you because there were other things that were making me uh, you know, get into that state. And I was able to reflect and be aware of that. So I was able to bring back my peace because I found forgiveness of myself and I asked for forgiveness as well because, I'd given them energy that they don't need. We need to give love to each other. We can't be just judging and reacting all the time. That's what we were all trained and indoctrinated into over the years in school. Our real true selves are just love, and we've been trained into being these small little beings that judge each other for how we look or our sexuality or our differences of opinions in religion or sports or politics. It doesn't matter. Look at what's going on. And really, everyone really, I think, has in common that they want to have a good life. And what does that mean? That means having a decent way to earn a living that you might like if you're lucky, but you can create that for yourself as well. And you definitely can. I've been blessed to do that myself. Um, Also, to have, shelter, food, and connection with other people. And that's really the basis of happiness. But we've been brought up in a system that's taught us to chase money and compare ourselves and stay forever young. So, if you get to a certain age, then you get judged. So now you got to buy all these skin creams or get surgery or whatever. So we've been brought up in a lot of vanity and stuff. And that's why a lot of people are actually going back to God now, and I'm one of them. I don't go to church. Mm, I did go to church for a couple years. It was really nice, actually. It was good for me. I went into a men's group, and at that time it was good because I had trouble opening up to people and being in a group of other men, which are normally taught not to express emotions and things like that. We're just taught to shove it down, or shut up, or just burst out in anger. You know, we're fucked up. What are you gonna do? So it was really good for me in that sense, and it was a church that taught mainly the message of the love of Jesus, which I do follow Jesus. There's a lot of content out there that I have found that Jesus has connected and come through and written books through people. As far back as 1914, The Impersonal Life by Joseph Benner was channeled by Jesus through this man. I believe a good most parts of the Way to the Kingdom by the same author, 1933, also, and a highly spiritual, advanced man. Like, this is a him and the people that he was connecting with on the spiritual realms and levels were able to connect way above what most of us can even conceive of as far as being human here. Yes, we're human in a body having an experience, but you're not a human. You're actually just pure energy, spirit, soul, and you have a human personality that obstructs a lot of your connection to God. That's why you need to go to your heart brain connection, always going to go there. That's how you connect to your true self. But these guys could connect, like, literally on the astral plane and connect with each other and talk to each other and, confirm by what they were wearing and saying that they actually were speaking, like when they get together physically. So fascinating stuff. Uh, there's more, but that's what I'm actually studying that right now, The Way to the Kingdom, and there's a few others. The Personal Christ by Judith Coates. She's a reverend. She's also channeled books through Jesus. Another gentleman named Jahem has channeled the Christ Letters. There's incredible. You hear the story directly of what Jesus went through in the deserts, and you can believe it or not. Do you believe the Bible or not? I don't. I believe some things of it, yes, but others I know were miswritten, or misinformation to control people and make them fearful of a loving God that is not unloving. Jesus came actually to break the Jewish, like to teach people to connect that God is within, the kingdom of heaven is within, and yes, it is. It's within all of us. And the I am in me is the same I am in you. It's just our personalities and the physical appearance of bodies that look like we're separate people, and we're not. So that's hard to conceive if you've never heard that, and uh, it takes time and learning, and that's where the world is going, is to unity consciousness. So keep loving your heart, and just be mindful of your thoughts and judgments.